Alrighty guys, this is Andrew and welcome back to another episode of Wednesday wInbox. This is going to be episode 5371. Just kidding, I think it's only episode 3. We're on the 3rd episode, and if you guys don't know, this is the series where I talk about current events related to Overwatch, or maybe beyond at some point, but for now we're sticking with just Overwatch related current events, as well as answering your questions from last week's episode. So sort of like a fan mail type thing that a lot of other YouTubers also do. Anyways, the very first thing that I want to talk about is the PTR and the newest update that's on it. As you guys know, the PTR is like the player test region where people can test out upcoming new patches, let the Blizzard team know what you guys think, and they'll adjust some numbers here and there. But generally, I would say that what's on the PTRs is reasonably close to what's going to happen on live, give or take a few tweaks. But in my opinion, it's a great addition. I think it's fantastic because you kind of get that active community feedback without actually affecting live gameplay. It looks like they finally rolled out the next patch that's coming in, I want to say September, but someone's going to have to double check for me on that one. Basically, it's going to be competitive Season 2. Now, there is more to it, but if you guys don't know, Season 2 in Overwatch and competitive is pretty much completely reworked. They've changed the ranking system, they've introduced tiers, they've introduced a lot of different things. Tier specifically is an interesting one because they've switched it from a 1 to 100 scale, which is what we have now, to a 1 to 5,000 scale. Now, there's different tiers, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, grandmaster, and they're split up. So bronze is 1 to 1499, silver is 1500 to 1999, gold is 2000 to 2499. You guys kind of get the point here. So they're really trying to have like a tier list as well as a skill ranking list. Competitive points have also been pretty much multiplied by 10, and this is to really fine-tune how many competitive points you can get in say, something like a tie. I believe it's only 3 points if you get a tie, and you get 10 points if you win. So, of course, the rewards are adjusted accordingly. There's a bunch of other stuff that you guys can kind of read on your own. A lot of this is old news because they've been kind of hinting at this kind of stuff for a while. So, I'm going to skip over this really quick, but if you guys want to read up on all the details that's changing competitive, I'll link the patch notes down the description below. But what's more interesting to me is the upcoming hero balance changes. This is juicy. Overall, just kind of reading through it, I'm pretty happy with these changes. Now, I haven't been able to play on the PTR, but just kind of reading through these, I'm generally pretty happy about this. I'll give you guys an example. Like Hanzo, Hanzo needed a buff, guys. And it looks like they've really addressed some of his issues, like his arrow speed. They've increased the speed at which the arrows travel by 30%. He also had like the slowdown when you would try to aim with him. It was a 40% penalty. Now that's a 30% penalty. So he's going to be able to move a tiny bit faster while he's aiming. So that's pretty nice. Now, I don't want to go through every single change here just because, like I said, I haven't been able to get my hands on playing these new and improved heroes on the PTR just yet, but there is one change that I'm really happy about, and that is Zenyatta's. If you guys don't remember, I did a video on this I think it was like 2 videos ago anyways, talking about the nerf/rework, and there was an idea floating around where they would nerf the Orb of Discord but buff his regular attack, and that's exactly what Blizzard did, and I'm so happy. I'm not claiming freaking like that I came up with the idea. I'm just saying, like, you know, it was an idea that a lot of people had actually. So the numbers are this. Right now it's at 50% on the Orb of Discord. They nerfed it down to 30. However, the Orb of Destruction damage has been increased from 40 to 46. This is fantastic, guys. I am so happy about this change because, you know, you still have Zenyatta's damage, you just don't have that Orb of Discord that the entire team can benefit off of. I mean, okay, they can still benefit off of it, it's just not nearly as crazy as it was. So, yeah, I think this is a very fair change. Now, there's other stuff like Genji getting nerfed to hell. His freaking mobility has been shot in the leg. He can't do double jumps off wall climbs anymore. He can't melee animation cancel into Swift Strike anymore, and his Dragon Blade was reduced the duration from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. I think this may be a little too much, like all these different changes combined together, but again, I haven't been able to play the new Genji, so I don't know. I mean, I just kind of looking at it, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think this may be a little too much, but we'll have to see. But enough of the patch notes, guys. I will link the full notes down in the description for you guys to read in depth. I'll talk more about it in a future video. But let's move on to the next piece of news, and that is Overwatch will have a free trial. Well, it certainly seems that way. It looks like people have figured out some strings in the files that kind of hint towards this feature being implemented in the future. I'll go ahead and read some of the things they found for you guys right now. One of them said, "Sorry, the Overwatch free trial is not available at this time," and another one was like, "Group members using trial cannot enter competitive play." The last one, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy about. The next thing I want to talk about would be that the new map, Eichenwalde, I think people are correcting me in the last video saying it's Eichenwalde. I don't mind saying Eichenwalde. It's just that in the Athena leaked audio, she pronounced that as Eichenwalde. So I don't know, one or the other. I don't really know how to pronounce it anymore. We're gonna have to see what how Athena pronounces it once the map comes out. It looks like Stylosa, another YouTuber, was able to play this map over at Gamescom. Now he did a whole video on it. It's kind of top ranking on the Overwatch subreddit right now, so I'm assuming a lot of you guys have already seen it, but if you guys haven't, I'll go ahead and link the full video down in the description. I'm just going to show you kind of snippets here so you kind of get an idea of what you're clicking to. Anyways, it looks like the map is going to be released on the PTR before September and then hitting live by early September. I would say it's a pretty quick turnaround between announcing it and actually releasing it. Though, truth be told, I heard they've been working on this map since January, so it really goes to show how much time they put into making these kind of things. So, pretty hyped, pretty stoked. The map is humongous, by the way. It's gorgeous, but it is humongous. Not everyone's going to like that. You know, personally, I don't mind big maps, but I have a feeling that a good number of people are not going to like a map of this scale. I could be wrong though. I've been wrong once. Moving on to the questions section. The questions that you guys asked last week. If you guys want to ask me a question for next week's episode, be sure to ask me down the good old comments section. Anyways, the first question will be from Silent. The question, will you ever fix your mic background noise? Now, if you guys don't know, I lived in a very noisy apartment previously. I have moved since then. It's much quieter here. Thank freaking God. I would like to think my audio is much better now, but if it's not, be sure to let me know, you know, if there's something else I could be doing. Maybe I'll get some soundproofing or something, but I think it should be good now. The next question will be from O'Connor. So O'Connor asks, who would you take out of Overwatch if you could take any character out? Ooh, this is a good question. Honestly, I like them all. I think they all fill a certain niche, but they're definitely characters that I would be fine with never ever playing. One of them for me is Harambe, aka Winston. Oh my god, Winston is so boring. I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry for all the Winston mains out there, but I feel like that he needs a buff, he needs a rework or something. Just something to make him feel a little bit more dynamic. Because right now he's kind of like a meat shield that can feel a little monotonous to play. I don't know, maybe you guys disagree with me, but for me, Winston is not really up my alley. So if I could answer the question as if there's one hero that I would be fine with never playing, that'd be Winston. Do I think he needs to be removed? Definitely not. He definitely fills like that counter Genji tank type role that we really need, actually. It's just I wish they made him a little bit more interesting, but that's just me. All right, next question is from Daniel Harness, and he asks, which is your favorite Pokemon? Well, for me, I'm a little more old school. I love the first 150. You know what? I'll take Gen 2. Gen 2 is also pretty fun. So my favorite will have to be Dragonite. I love that guy. I love his design. I also like Typhlosion a lot. He was my first Pokemon ever, like when I was playing Silver. So he gets a spot. Scyther's also up there, as well as Scizor. Man, they're just a bunch of awesome Pokemon. I think the design of the original, or at least earlier Pokemon generations, the design was just way better. I mean, for fuck's sakes, guys, you have keys with eyes now. Oh my god, and ice cream cones with eyes. What has this world come to? But anyways, yeah, there's my little list. Oh, and I like Togekiss. Togekiss is good too. Or maybe it's Togekiss. Yeah, I think it was Togekiss. Alright, yeah. Well, it's been a while. It's been a minute, guys. It's been a minute. Alright, guys. I think that's just about it for the questions. Wrapping this video up is going to be the win of the week. basically a clip that I feature from you guys that I just kind of pick. If you guys want to send in your own clips for consideration, be sure to upload it onto YouTube and send me the link to the email that I'll list down below, kandyklips@gmail.com. This one was sent in by Ryanide on Reinhardt, which is kind of some alliteration there, Alright, so kind of starting this clip here, it looks like they're setting up on the first part of Volskaya. Two Reinhardts blast out and they knock a shit ton of enemies off the ledge there, and then finishing the last two up with a nice earth shatter that he was able to charge up from knocking like 3 enemies out of the map. Now sadly, his friend, his buddy Reinhardt, the other one partaking in this activity, Byron, actually fell off the map. But if you look at the kill feed, it looks like he got a couple of those kills himself, so not completely useless, which is great. Anyways, pretty awesome clip. I would imagine it was pretty damn risky to set that up, but great timing and pretty entertaining to watch. Anyways guys, that just about wraps it up for today. Hope you guys found this video entertaining or at least informative, and until next time guys, I'll see you around.